Go big and go home. Hello, everyone. My name is Tessa. Today we are talking about creating a business that is larger than life. And I have a special guest with me today. This is Brent Novak. He is the creator of housemugs.com. Hi, Brent. How are you?
I'm doing great, Tessa. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you for being here. I love this product. So let me just give you guys a little bit of a backstory here. Brent is one of our IdeaPros partners. Behind him is a house mug, piece of a house mug, basically.
Yeah.
But this is a Halloween decoration that makes your whole house into a creature or a display. And we're going to show you more. There you go. See, it's huge. And you happen to have an arm right next to you, I suppose. So you can see how big, larger than life these things are.
The other part of his hand.
That's part of his hand. And this is a medium size of one of your products. So let's just say it can get even bigger. So Brent is a partner with IdeaPros, and we're talking about going big and going home, because obviously we're talking about decorations on a house. But Brent is an amazing entrepreneur. I've had a chance to work with him very closely while we get through the marketing for your launch, which is now. I mean, it's up. You can buy these house mugs right now for Halloween. And I just wanted to have you guys get a little bit of this information that Brent has, I guess, his expertise. So Brent, first of all, where did this all start?
It started kind of progression in my career. 20-year corporate career. Retired from that. Ended up starting up and owning a corporate commercial signage company. So and one of the things that I've seen over time is that these very large signs. I mean, really always really it's attention getting. It's really interesting when you kind of putting these things up, just how dramatic some of these. Again, going on the side of commercial buildings. It's I guess two Halloweens ago, I saw some walking around my neighborhood, saw somebody had like a set of teeth on the front of their doors, and it didn't really fit very well. It was kind of cheap looking. I was like, I want to try to find something like that for my house, and I couldn't find anything. There was really no solutions. That was something that would scale to the size where I wanted to put it on my house. And I realized, with the production capacity I had in my signage company, I can make something for myself. So I made one for myself for Halloween. It just had a really, great reaction from friends and family around. Started making them a few of them for Halloween, for Christmas, for a few other friends and family, and getting a lot more people saying, you need to make this into a business. So that's kind of really how the business was born.
Wow. So, obviously most businesses are born from a need or identifying an opportunity, and you had an awesome opportunity. These are, I guess there's a lot of things that are really nice about them, and we're going to dive into that in just a moment here. But to go from, and this is part of the big part of what I love Brent has done for his business, to go big. Obviously your signage company that would be a lot for you to ship all over. And so you found an opportunity with a very large company. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. Yeah. Very early on in the process, I realized that yes, I could do this on a very small scale with the production capacity with my company. But if to really want to hit the consumer market and make it a much larger company, standalone company on its own, I would need a production partner. So really started reaching out and researching the kind of larger printing companies around the country, and actually have a friend that works at one of the largest ones. Is now our production partner, Taylor Corporation. I think they're right now the fourth largest printing company in the United States. So pitched it to them. First pitched it to my friend, which he kind of pitched it with inside the company, and it really resonated with them. And one of the things that's really important there, the way we make these things is very similar to the way you make like political yard signs. It's the same material, same technology. So they have a lot of production capacity to do these. They're making tens of thousands of these yard signs in a daily period. So they can scale up really, really quickly. And they saw this as a really good way to kind of utilize some of their existing production capacity for what they could produce into a new really high value product line. So they were really interested in it from the go. And it's, and one of the things I'll say about, IdeaPros, it really helped the discussion. It wasn't, one guy coming in there with with a small signage company. It was having, the size of an IdeaPros, and their reputation behind me saying like, hey, I got, this larger organization, this great organization at IdeaPros helping with the marketing side of it. I think that really helped to, solidify, our place with Taylor and get the contracts completed.
And that's awesome. And it was a lot. There was a lot of logistics that we went through. So connecting the systems. I know you guys have heard me say this before, but your fulfillment process, and this has really helped with the fulfillment because they can get it out. You basically get the order and send it, and then they fulfill it. So I mean, you obviously are keeping up, following up with the customers. And what we're excited about is the user generated content that is going to be coming very soon, because every one of those people that has a house mug can take pictures and send it. And obviously that's going to fill up your social media for sure, hashtagging house mugs. And you have a special hashtag, don't you?
My house got mugged.
There we go. My house got mugged. Hashtag my house got mugged. So, I mean, obviously big, you can go national now. You can produce much more than you would have been able to do within your own facility. And now, I mean, it's getting national, big attention. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's, really, kind of went through a soft launch there through 4th of July just to try to work out some logistics. I mean, everything you talked about as far as connecting the systems and getting fulfillment on it, there's a lot of work involved there, right? I mean, there's lots of small little details worked out there. So we kind of worked a lot of that through July 4th. So now very comfortable kind of doing a national advertising campaign. So, anywhere FedEx ships within the United States, we can ship to within a few days. And it's the other important thing about it too is that obviously at the very beginning, as we're focusing on Halloween, focusing on Christmas, very seasonal thing, very seasonal markets. So there's a lot of surge capacity, right? A lot of surge demand. That's, we're coming up to that right now in Halloween. Over these next couple of weeks, everybody starts feeling, whether it starts to cool off a little bit, feels like Halloween, and start looking for Halloween decorations.
Yes.
So we need to have a big surge of production. And it's from a business standpoint, it's also great with Taylor too, in that it's all print on demand. I mean, they have so much production capacity that, I mean, if we, they can basically handle as much as we can sell, in a given day, in a given week, and produce it on demand. So it's not a whole lot of inventory build we have to do and so which allows us to also be creative with designs. We can do lots of designs because we don't have to build inventory for every design we do as well. So
absolutely. But don't wait to get your house mug, even though he says it's, can be produced in a couple days. Like, don't wait, get them now. But we're going to talk about that. And if you guys, I don't want you to leave yet. We're going to look at the website, but you can win a free house mug on the website. So don't leave. Make sure you get this link at the end of our show today. So house mugs, obviously it's easy. I mean, it's on your wall, so it's easy to hang. It obviously doesn't require a whole lot of muscle moving. It's not like a heavy thing to lift because you just picked up the hand. So they're lightweight and they are weather durable, right? So the typical ones are kind of flimsy and paper-esque, and they get ruined really quickly. Like you're going to buy it and then throw it away for the most part. But we've talked about this before. The ones that blow up look like you have carcasses in your lawn when you're not running them. Yeah. So it definitely does not look good in the daytime and then at nighttime as well. So the cool part about the house mugs is that you can put a spotlight on them and they look great at night. And actually some of the spotlights that you have on the website even create like a creepy vibe anyway. Or you can, during the day, it looks great too. And so if you've got kids, I mean, the kids are going to go crazy for this because no one's going to have this on the block until obviously they find out about you. But that's awesome. Okay. So if you guys have any questions for Brent, let us know in the chat. If you decorate for Halloween, let me know in the chat. I'm just curious how many of our viewers, I know I have a house mug on the way. I'm so excited. Can't wait to put it up. But one of the things that what I wanted to touch on a little bit is that it is getting recognized. We have some celebrities that were reaching out to you, it sounds like.
Yeah, we've had a few, celebrities, some influencers that have reached out to us because it really is. I mean, from what you can buy for your house for decorating for the holidays, in particular Halloween, there really is nothing nothing really like it at all. And something to make a really big, dramatic, bold, statement on the front of your house. So. We've had a few people reaching out to us, and we're working on finalizing some of that as well. So we'll see how that work out.
Right. Well, let's go ahead and show the screen because I'd love to show this off. So I totally forgot to show it. Here's our website is housemugs.com. Oh, see, Stephanie loves Halloween and house mugs look amazing, she says. Thank you. Yes, and they will look amazing on your house. So Leticia put housemugs.com in the chat. Thank you for doing that, Leticia. And Barry, I'm going to come back to your question about custom things in just a moment. But right now we have Halloween, and obviously Christmas is right around the corner that people decorate for. And so I love this shot. This is just so fun. But kids do love it, that's for sure, because it's big. It's so big. Okay, so this is Fantastic. And I'm going to show you actually an extended version of Fantastic, which is the tongue. There it is. Mm-hmm. So I love the idea that you can have something going up the stairs and it does not impact walking on the stairs. So this goes on the back of the stair on the riser is what you call it, right?
Correct. Yep.
And then the eyes and the mouth. So the whole house becomes the house mug, obviously. And it could be, is this a large one that was on this house? Do you know?
That's actually a medium-sized one. There.
So you can think just bigger even than that. But you can see when you go visit the website, the small, medium, and large, the differences that would look like on your house. There is a chat on here, so chat with us. If you do want to see what it would look like on your house, then chat right there and you can actually get a mock-up. I think the cool thing about what Brent's doing is that he does take a lot of the risk out of buying this because you can chat with someone, you can see the sizes are easy, installing it's super easy. I mean, I'm going to do it myself pretty soon when mine gets here. I've heard it's easy.
The other big benefit you got to point out too, I mean, storage is very simple, right? I mean, one of the things you see, I mean, obviously every neighborhood has, one or two houses which go all out, right? They're putting all these figurines in front of their houses. They're doing all the animatronics and stuff like that. And they're also having to rent like a whole storage unit to keep them for 11 months of the year, right?
So true.
This is something you can cover almost the whole front of your house. And the box, that's one of the things that we really worked on a lot was trying to get it down to a reasonable size. And the box is about 3 foot by 4 foot, but only about 2-3 inches thick.
So even small, so very flat, and you can slide it in and you can store it standing up, or you could store it flat in your garage storage up above the garage cars, so it makes it really easy, and they're durable. So they're going to they're going to last. Right. So a couple of the things that we wanted to point out, obviously they're one of a kind, and they're custom fit in that you can put them in different windows. You decide where you want these to go. You could do it in a doorway, which you'll see in some of the designs. The material, the durable and the weatherproofness, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Like I said, I mean, the technology that we're using, the material we're using is saying that they use for yard signs. So like think about all those political yard signs, or when painters are painting a house, they put a sign out there in the front. So these are made to be weather durable, right? They're made to be, withstand the elements. I mean, made to be in the outdoors. So, fade resistant, stain resistant, weatherproof, everything like that as well. So, yeah, I mean, they're going to last for a long time. And that's the other thing I really saw when going out there and looking at other decorations. I mean, there's lots of really inexpensive stuff you can get out there, but they fall apart really, really quickly too. I mean, you're lucky to get a year or two out of them, and house mugs are going to last for many, many years.
Yes. Can you ship to Canada?
Not shipping to Canada yet.
Yet.
Not
So
yet.
Daryl, you're going to have to wait until we expand. We're thinking big, but we haven't gone outside of the US yet. So hang in there.
I've had people from Europe reaching out to me a few times and asking if they can ship over to there as well. So I guess they have a website everybody around the world can get onto that. So there, people interested from other areas.
Absolutely. And this one is the one that Brent has behind him right now. This one's called Brains. And it's super cool because, this one they're using it, you could use it in a different place on the ground, as a sign. I would imagine you could just put that into the ground if you want. Sure. So cool. And the other questions that we had, let's see. Well, her fave. Oh, Barbara, you're doing your fave holiday. Halloween is, so you've got to check out what we have for sure. And this is a great question for the Christmas. So let me stop this share. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to come back. Yes, we have big plans for Christmas as well, because that's one of the most popular too. I would say Christmas and Halloween are probably the biggest that people decorate for.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And other than the, sports teams, which we'll be talking about soon. And so if you're a sports fan, let us know in the chat if that would be something that you would put your sports team in the front yard or on your house. So we have fangs, we have clowns, Halloween. There's kid-friendly ones like this one right here. We have this one, the haunted house one is the one that I'm getting for my house. And then a ghost, I hope. I don't know. What did you send? Was it the...
Yeah, the haunted house and the ghost. That's right.
Yes, yay! Okay, so the ghost is it can come up the stairs just like the tongue is. And we need to put that little guy on the website. I don't think we have him on there yet, but it's going to be amazing. So these are some of the designs. More things coming. Obviously, we did 4th of July. There's graduation or births, baby showers, birthdays. I mean, and really, if you guys have something, someone asked about getting a Ford symbol or something like that. And so if you do have questions, go to the site and chat with Brent and his team and find out what he can do. I mean, the cool part where you were talking about, it could be produced pretty quickly. So if a design needed to be, I mean, that's definitely something that you can talk to people about.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously there's some licensing issues like with Ford. I'm not, I'd have to go talk to Ford company and get their permission and stuff like that to do that beforehand. But
if you guys want it, you should go and support the website, because that's where our next step is really to get, some licensing, what is it you said? It was like the sports team.
Yeah, the sports team licensing. Yeah.
Licensing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Brent. There's a couple. Let's see. Oh, shoot. So Bonga wants the Boston Celtics house mug. I'm sure. Well, let us know what teams you would be putting on your house or whatever you would be doing on your house. We're curious. Oh, he lives on Candy Cane Lane. Candy canes. Told you.
There you go.
So we just talked about it, and I was like, I think candy canes would be pretty fun, but we're going to have Brent's it needs to kind of look like a face. So we'll see what. Yeah. Thank you guys all so much for being here, though. And Brent, thank you. Congratulations. I know you guys can go buy it now. So go to housemugs.com. If nothing else, go to housemugs.com and enter to win the free house mug. You might have your house mug, and trust me, I'm going to be asking you for lots of video if you win it. So go check it out.
You definitely will. I know we definitely will be asking, yes.
Yes, absolutely. And if there's something that you guys, if you do end up having any questions, obviously Brent is usually on our Facebook Lives, and he's always online, so you can catch up with him there. And we're definitely going to be aggressively launching your marketing campaign in the next week to 2 weeks. How much in advance should people be thinking about buying?
Well, I mean, there's the shipping from, what we say we guarantee, take a couple days to produce them and a couple days to ship them, right? So we're saying right around that 5 to 7 days from when you order to get them to arrival at your house. So think about, 5 to 7 days ahead of time. If you don't want to wait that long, there's actually, you can pay a little bit extra upgrade for express shipping. We get there a lot faster there too. So,
awesome.
But yeah, I mean, if right now is now in the next couple weeks is when people really start, going all out with the decorations for Halloween. So right now would be a good time to start ordering.
Yeah, we carved our pumpkins last week, and they're probably not going to be good by the time it comes to Halloween. So we'll be doing a whole nother set. So Vanessa says, wow, this is awesome. Vanessa is also a partner of ours and she has Zwizzy. So we're excited about that. And I think I put this one up earlier, but I'm going to do it now. Sarah's definitely interested in Christmas design. So more to come. Yep. Again, let us know if there's something that you would want on your house, because that will help us to make decisions on new designs that we do. And our designs, some of our designs are by one of our artists at IdeaPros. I'm just going to give a quick shout out to D-Tunes, Dana, who is Dana Owens. He's awesome. He does custom caricatures, if I can say that right. And we've had some amazing designs that came from him. And we have lots of art that's being created for this. So if you know an amazing artist that Brent might be able to hook up with to get some cool house mugs, let us know that as well. And is there a special offer? Yes. So on the site right now, you can get a discount. You can win a discount. So go there now. We are doing this as pre-launch stuff, so it may or may not be available later. Go to the website. And is express shipping included? Great question. So what is the shipping that's included, and can they rush it if they decide to wait till the last minute?
Yeah. So like I said, the 5 to 7 day, 5 to 7 days from order to delivery is included. If you want to pay for additional for the express shipping, then that'll get there within 2 to 3 days.
Beautiful.
Or if you even need faster than that, then contact us and we can probably even get something out to you, overnight or in a couple days.
Yeah, I think the main point is that Brent's there. He's he's very ambitious. What I didn't get to go over is how hard Brent's been working on this. So you guys, he is true entrepreneur. He has put all the right things on his website, the analytics, the hotjar. He knows what traffic's coming to the website. He's very aware of everything that's happening on the website. And actually right next to him, you could probably see if you had a whole bunch of people bumping into the site, because that's how aware you are, which is really important in your business to understand and be able to make those important decisions with data, which I love, because I get a report from Brent and he's like, here's what I've got. Here's all the numbers. This is what's working, what's not. And you have to do that in your business in order to get big. Like we said, go big. You're going to have to know how to get there. It's going to be a combination of, knowing your target audience, making sure that it's something that's always relevant to them, which might mean that you have to go, put in, let's see, what was the other one? We had a whole bunch, or Vegas Golden Nights for someone's house. Knowing your audience and responding to them is super important. So he's in the chat. His team's in the chat on the website if you guys have any questions at all or want to see your house mocked up with it. And if you want to share that on the web, that's awesome, because we're going to put it out to social media. So wonderful. Well, thank you, Brent. I appreciate having you here. Everyone, go get your house mugs before it's too late.
That's right. On sale now.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We'll see you guys all next week. I'm going to let Brent go, and then I am going to finish out with you guys. Thank you all so much for being here every single week. I will take a quick sec to say hi. I know we have My Starter app. Excited about your app coming out and your website launching soon. Sean Reed over at, where did it go? SageScheduler.com, but it also, you're on social media. I know you put those comments in there and I can't find it. I can only find the hi, Tessa. But Sean has Sage Scheduler, which is going to be awesome. Thank you, Leticia and Lori. Good to have you here. Alfredo, we have Bongo. Bongo's also launching their website very soon. Excited about that. And Odin, my favorite marketing guy and coach over there in Canada. Kelly, good to see you. John, Jason, Benoit, of course, with Renegade. Thank you. Stephanie. And Stephanie's up and coming too. I'm going to start getting to work with her, so I'm excited. Janelle, great to have you here. And I haven't seen you in a while. So Scott, Abel, Barry, Jerry, hey, Art Master, we have your sales sheet. It's going to be great. He has an amazing product over at Art Master. I have to check. Art Master. Oh my gosh, I forgot. So Leticia will have to grab it, but it's an art bag, and for students or for anyone who's doing drafting, it's awesome. Ken, great to see you with Crash Pad. I love having you guys here. And Steve Brown with Eclipse. I'm going to have to get really good at knowing all of these. Aziza with Raw Beauty Co. Thank you. Thank you. She says, congratulations, Brent. Oh, can you? Okay, so there are a couple questions. I'm going to have you guys follow up with Brent after. We'll make sure that we get you in touch with him. And we'll see you guys all next week, Friday at noon Pacific time. Great to have you all here. Have a blessed week.